So in this video we are going to explain the credit control methods of central bank, that is Reserve Bank of India. Central bank uses two methods to control credit in the country. They are quantitative methods and qualitative methods. There are number of quantitative methods used by Central Bank of India. Among them, bank rate, open market operations, repo rate, reverse repo rate, CRR and SLR are there. Qualitative methods are also used by central bank to control the credit in the country. They are margin requirements, credit rationing, moral suasion. Quantitative methods or measures of credit control used by RBI. We will explain all methods one by one here. Bank rate. Bank rate refers to the rate of interest at which the RBI lends money to the commercial banks. It relates to immediate loan requirements of the commercial bank. So the increase or decrease in bank rate is often followed by increase or decrease in the market rate of interest, the interest rate charged by the commercial banks from the general public. Accordingly, cost of credit also changes in the market. So in this picture you can see that central banks gives a loan to the commercial banks. So the rate of interest which is decided by the central bank to lend to the commercial banks is known as bank rate, and commercial banks decides the rate to lend to the public. So commercial banks are linked with the public. Whenever the money is required by the public, commercial banks provide them, and whenever commercial banks requires the loan, then central bank gives them. So the central bank and commercial banks are linked with bank rate, while commercial banks and public are related with the rate of interest. So when bank rate is increased, there is a rise in the market rate of interest. Means whenever central bank increase the bank rate, then commercial banks also increase their market rate of interest. And this will increase the cost of capital also. Due to increase in cost of capital, the credit will be less demanded, and there will be fall in the supply of money, which will reduce or control the inflation in the economy. So during the inflation, central bank increase the bank rate, and due to increase the bank rate, there is risen in the market rate of interest, and people will demanded less loan from the commercial banks. When less loans will be demanded, there will be decrease in the supply of money, and which will help to control the inflation in the economy. On the other hand, fall in the bank rate will fall the market rate of interest, which will help to fall the cost of capital also, and people will demand more and more credit, which will increase the money supply, and deflation can be controlled. So during the deflation, or when there is less money supply in the market, then central bank will fall the or will decrease the bank rate. When central bank will reduce or decrease the bank rate, then commercial banks will also decrease their market rate of interest. Then loan becomes easy, and people will demanded more loans or credit, and which will increase the money supply in the market, and due to increase in the money supply in the market, deflation can be controlled. Open market operations, it refers to buying and selling of securities in the open market by the RBI on behalf of the government. So the securities are like national saving certificates, and RBI is authorized to sell or purchase treasury bills and government securities. It does not matter whether the securities are bought or sold to the public or banks, because ultimately the amounts will be deposited in or transferred from some bank. So during inflation, RBI will sell the securities on behalf of the government. When securities are being sold, then it will soak the liquidity and leads to fall in the cash reserves of the commercial banks, which fall in the credit creation capacity of the commercial bank, and money supply will be reduced, and it will help to control the inflation in the market. So, during the inflation or when there is excess of money supply in the market, at that time RBI will sell all the securities in the market, which will help to soak the liquidity and which will reduce the fall, or which will reduce the cash reserves of the commercial bank. And when commercial banks cash reserves will be reduced, then commercial banks will not be able to create more credit in the economy, and money supply will reduce, and it will help to control the money supply in the market, and inflation will be controlled. During deflation or less of money supply in the economy, RBI will purchase the securities from the economy on the behalf of the government. By purchasing the securities, RBI will release the liquidity in the market, and it will increase the cash reserves of the commercial banks. When cash reserves of the commercial bank will increase, then they will be able to create more credit in the economy. More credit creation will increase more money supply in the economy, and deflation will be controlled. Repo rate or repurchase rate is the another method of controlling the credit in the economy. It is a means of short-term borrowings wherein banks sell approved government securities to RBI and gets funds in exchange. In other words, in a repo transaction, RBI purchases government securities from banks. Depending on the level of money supply, it decides to maintain in the country's monetary system. So the rate at which RBI offers short-term loans to the commercial banks by buying the government securities in the open market is known as repo rate or repurchase rate. So rise in repo rate will increase the cost of capital, which will fall the demand for credit and fall in the money supply by the commercial bank, and it will control the inflation in the economy. In other words, whenever there is inflation in the economy, then central bank will increase the repo rate, which will increase the cost of capital. Due to that, commercial bank will demand less credit. When less credit will be demanded by the commercial bank, then less credit creation will be done by them, and it will control the money supply in the economy. Fall in repo rate will reduce the cost of capital also, which will increase the demand for credit and increase the supply of money by the commercial banks, and it will control the deflation in the economy. So during deflation, the cost of capital is reduced by reducing the repo rate. This increases the demand for credit, and accordingly the supply of money in the economy will increase as per desire, and the deflation will be controlled from the economy. Reverse repo rate. Reverse repo rate is the rate at which the RBI borrows money from commercial banks. Banks are always happy to lend money to RBI since their money are in safe hands with a good interest. So, reverse repo rate is the rate at which RBI gives rate of interest to commercial banks. Sometimes when commercial banks have the surplus fund, then they park their surplus fund with Reserve Bank of India, and against that surplus fund, RBI gives a rate of interest to commercial banks, which is known as reverse repo rate. So, reverse repo rate is very important for the point of view of commercial banks. An increase in reverse repo rate can prompt banks to park more funds with the RBI to earn higher returns on idle cash. It is also a tool which can be used by the RBI to drain excess money out of the banking system. During deflation, RBI will fall the reverse repo rate, then the commercial banks will park less funds with RBI to generate interest income. More funds will be kept with commercial banks. When more funds will be with the commercial banks, then they can create more credit and supply of money increases, which will help to control the deflation from economy. On the other hand, during inflation, the RBI will increase the reverse repo rate. When more reverse repo rate is there, then commercial banks will park more funds with the RBI to generate interest income. More funds with RBI and less funds with commercial bank will reduce the credit creation by commercial banks, and supply of money will decrease, and which will control the inflation in the economy. So during inflation, RBI will increase the reverse repo rate to control the money supply, and during deflation, RBI will decrease the reverse repo rate to increase the money supply in the economy. Next quantitative tool to control the credit in the economy used by Central Bank or Reserve Bank of India is cash reserve ratio, which is known as CRR. Cash reserve ratio is the minimum percentage of a bank's total deposit which are required to be kept with RBI. It is fixed by RBI and varied time to time according to the money supply in the economy. Here you can see the process of cash reserve ratio, that customer deposits the money in the commercial bank and the rate of interest which is fixed by RBI, that is 5%. So the total deposits 5% is being kept by commercial bank in Reserve Bank of India. CRR is used to control the money supply in the economy. During inflation, when there is excess of money supply, that time central bank or reserve bank used CRR to control it. Central bank will increase the percentage of CRR. When CRR will be increased, it means that commercial banks has to keep more deposits with the RBI. More deposits with the RBI will reduce the cash reserves with commercial banks, and they can do now less credit creation, which will decrease the money supply and inflation will be controlled. During deflation or when there is less of money supply in the economy, at that time Central Bank or Reserve Bank of India will reduce the cash reserve ratio or CRR. Then it will reduce the cash reserves with the RBI, or less money is to be deposited in the RBI. More money with the commercial bank, and they can increase the credit creation, which will help to increase the money supply in the economy, and deflation will be controlled. Statutory liquidity ratio or SLR. It is also one of the tools to control the credit in the economy used by the central bank. Every scheduled commercial bank in India is required to maintain a minimum proportion of their net demand and time liabilities as liquid assets. Now these liquid assets are in the form of cash or in gold valued at a price which must not be exceeding the current market price, or in unencumbered investment in the following instruments like treasury bill of the government of India, state development loans, any other instruments which may be notified by the Reserve Bank of India, and the maximum limit of SLR is 40%. This SLR is to be kept by the commercial bank in itself. So, one is CRR. In the CRR, the commercial bank has to keep the minimum requirement with the RBI, while SLR is to be kept the minimum percentage by the commercial bank in their own bank. Both CRR and SLR are fixed by the central bank or reserve bank of the country. During inflation, central bank will increase the statutory liquidity ratio. When statutory liquidity ratio will increase, banks have to keep more liquid assets with itself, which will reduce the money supply and inflation will be controlled. During deflation, this SLR will be reduced by the central bank because money supply is to be increased. Less SLR means now less money or less liquid will be kept by the commercial bank with itself and rest will be circulated as the money supply. So there will be increase in the money supply which help to control the deflation in the economy. So my dear students, we have studied about the quantitative instruments to control the credit creation in the economy. Now we see the qualitative instruments. Qualitative instruments are three instruments which are used by the Central Bank or Reserve Bank of India. They are margin requirements, rationing of credit, moral suasion. Margin requirements. Margin requirement refer to the difference between the current value of the security offered for loan and the value of loan granted. These loans are in the form of collateral. Suppose a person kept a collateral of rupees 1 crore for rupees 80 lakh of loan amount. So the difference between 1 crore and 80 lakh is 20 lakh. That is known as margin requirement. So margin requirement is the difference between the loan amount and security amount. Margin requirements is the gap between the loan amount and security amount. Now, during inflation, this margin requirement is raised and the supply of money will be reduced because when margin requirement will be increased, then then people have to kept more security against the loan amount. Now suppose for asking rupees 80 lakh loan, people have to keep the security amount 1 lakh 10,000. So initially it was 20 lakh, now the gap is of 30 lakh. Naturally people will demand less loans, less money creation by commercial bank, and which will decrease the money supply and inflation will be controlled. During deflation, central bank will reduce the margin requirement so that people can ask more loans because the gap between the loan amount and security amount is reduced. Now for 80 lakh rupees loan amount, people have to keep only the security of 90 lakh. It means only 10 lakh amount is there as margin requirement. Less margin requirement will increase the demand for credit and there will be rise in the supply of money by the commercial banks which help to increase the money supply and deflation will be controlled. Rationing of credit or credit rationing. It refers to fixation of credit quotas for different business activities. Rationing of credit is introduced when the supply of credit is to be checked particularly for speculative activities in the economy. The RBI fixes credit quota for different business activities so that the commercial bank cannot exceed the quota limits while granting the loans. This restricts the supply of money in the economy and inflation is controlled. So during inflation, credit rationing will be introduced by the RBI which helps to decrease the supply of credit by the commercial banks and which helps to decrease the supply of money and inflation will be controlled. While during deflation, RBI will withdraw the credit rationing and more credit can be asked by the people which will increase the supply of credit by the commercial banks and it helps to increase the money supply and deflation will be controlled. Next is moral suasion. Moral suasion is like rendering an advice to the commercial banks by the RBI to follow its directives. The banks are advised to restrict the loans during inflation and liberal the loans during deflation, so that the inflation and deflation can be controlled in the economy. So in this video we studied about the credit control by central bank. In the context of India, it is Reserve Bank of India, and we have seen the quantitative and qualitative instruments which are used by the central bank or Reserve Bank of India to control the inflation and deflationary situations. Thank you very much.